John Carpenter's Toxic Commando is an upcoming first-person shooter that immerses players in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by undead monstrosities. The narrative centers on a catastrophic experiment intended to tap into the Earth's core, which inadvertently unleashes the Sludge God, a malevolent entity that transforms the environment and reanimates the dead. Players assume the roles of commandos tasked with eradicating this supernatural threat, utilizing a diverse arsenal of weapons and abilities. The game emphasizes cooperative gameplay, allowing up to 4 players to team up and confront massive hordes of enemies. Projekt Z Beyond Order is an atmospheric first-person co-op shooter set during an alternate World War II on a secret German island. Players assume the roles of diverse survivors, each possessing unique abilities as they uncover the mysteries behind Projekt Z, a clandestine Nazi program aimed at weaponizing zombies to alter the war's outcome. The game offers robust character progression, extensive weapon customization, and a blueprint crafting system that influences various game mechanics. Dying Light. The Beast is a standalone installment in the acclaimed Dying Light series, bringing back protagonist Kyle Crane. After enduring 13 years of captivity and experiments, Crane escapes into the post-apocalyptic Castor Woods, a once popular tourist destination now overrun by zombies. Driven by a quest for vengeance against his captors, he discovers a larger threat looming over the world. The game retains the series' signature parkour mechanics and melee combat, introducing new abilities for Crane as a result of the experiments he endured.
Contact!
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
State of Decay 3 is the forthcoming installment in the acclaimed open-world survival series developed by Undead Labs. Set several years after a devastating zombie apocalypse, players are tasked with leading a community of survivors, managing resources, and reclaiming territories overrun by the undead. The game emphasizes the human element, exploring how individuals interact and make choices in desperate times. Building upon its predecessors, State of Decay 3 aims to deliver a more expansive and immersive experience with enhanced graphics and deeper gameplay mechanics.
It would always be worth it. And that helped us find the courage to keep going.
Nakwon Last Paradise is a third-person zombie apocalypse stealth survival game set in the heart of Seoul, South Korea. Players navigate a city devastated by a zombie outbreak, where both the undead and other survivors pose significant threats. The game emphasizes stealth mechanics, requiring players to scavenge for resources, craft essential items, and avoid detection to survive. Nakwon introduces a unique looting escape system where players infiltrate the PvPvE city to gather valuable resources and then attempt to escape safely. Showa American Story is an action RPG set in an alternate 1980s America, reimagined under Japanese cultural influence. Players follow Choko Chigusa, a teenage girl mysteriously revived in a post-apocalyptic world teeming with zombies and peculiar creatures. Traveling across diverse locales such as New Yokohama, San Francisco, and Neo Tokyo 4, Chuko engages in dynamic combat using a variety of weapons, including swords and firearms. The game blends B-movie aesthetics with rich storytelling, offering a nostalgic journey through a unique cultural fusion. Hunter's Uprising is a hardcore, tactical, first-person shooter that combines PvPvE elements. Players assume the role of professional supernatural hunters tasked with eliminating nightmarish creatures infesting various global zones. The game emphasizes strategic gameplay, requiring players to track and defeat alpha monsters while contending with other hunters in the area. Features include dynamic weather systems, gear customization, and base upgrades. Players can choose to hunt solo or form teams of up to 4, engaging in activities such as hunting, fishing, and crafting to survive. Beneath is a first-person action horror adventure that plunges players into the enigmatic depths of the ocean. Assuming the role of seasoned deep-sea diver Noah Quinn, players must navigate a perilous underwater realm teeming with monstrous entities and hostile mercenaries. The game emphasizes intense combat, resource management, and psychological tension as Quinn strives to escape and unravel the mysteries of a complex network of submerged stations. The immersive environment is designed to evoke a sense of dread and curiosity, challenging players to confront both external threats and inner fears.
These things are not from this world. What I've seen here defies all logic. Nothing makes sense. There's no way out of here. I'll have to go down below, assuming the place they mentioned really exists.
Blight Survival is a medieval cooperative extraction-light game set in a grim, war-torn world plagued by a deadly affliction known as the Blight. Players, forming teams of up to 4, embark on expeditions into the treacherous no-man's land between 2 warring states. The objective is to locate and destroy the source of the Blight, contending with both infected monstrosities and rival human factions. The game combines elements of stealth, strategy, and visceral combat, offering a dynamic experience where choices significantly impact outcomes. Retrieval is an upcoming survival horror action adventure game that immerses players in a deep narrative filled with unexpected twists, exploring themes of friendship, love, loyalty, and horror. Players assume the role of Hana Loshe, commander of a research team on the distant planet Rhyholion, accidentally stranded in a mysterious retro-futuristic subway base. Hana uncovers chilling secrets hidden within. The game emphasizes atmospheric storytelling and intense gameplay, drawing inspiration from classic horror titles.
There's nothing we can do. There is no end.
The Midnight Walkers is a horror PvPvE first-person shooter set within the confines of an isolated, multi-story building. Players navigate intense indoor environments, contending with both monstrous entities and other players. The game distinguishes itself by focusing on vertical gameplay, challenging players to strategize across different building levels. The objective is to scavenge for loot and reach evacuation points, all while surviving the threats that lurk around every corner. Silent Hill F is an upcoming installment in the renowned survival horror series, marking a significant departure from previous entries by setting its narrative in 1960s rural Japan. Developed by Neobards Entertainment, the game is penned by acclaimed Japanese writer Ryukishi07, known for his work on visual novels that blend psychological and supernatural horror. The storyline is expected to intertwine traditional Japanese horror elements with the series' signature psychological themes, offering a fresh yet familiar experience for fans. Echoes of the Living is a survival horror game that pays homage to the genre's classics from the 1990s. Set in a small European town in 1996, players can choose between two protagonists, Liam, a former Special Forces operative, and Laurel, a local government employee. The town is suddenly overrun by zombies, and players must navigate through fixed camera angles, manage limited resources, and solve puzzles to uncover the truth behind the outbreak. The game emphasizes atmospheric tension and challenging gameplay, aiming to evoke nostalgia while introducing modern enhancements.
Hello.
Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days is a side-scrolling shelter survival game set in 1980s Texas during a catastrophic zombie outbreak. Players lead a group of survivors through the devastated city of Walton, scavenging for resources, crafting weapons, and making strategic decisions to ensure the group's survival. The game emphasizes the importance of planning and adaptability as players navigate through urban landscapes teeming with the undead. The narrative delves into the challenges of leadership and the moral dilemmas faced in a world where every choice can mean life or death.
One member of the living dead. And as it turns out, that's plenty terrifying too. At its core, Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days has a lot in common with other grim post-collapse management games like
Ill is an upcoming first-person survival horror game that immerses players in a small town descending into chaos due to a mysterious and gruesome affliction. The game is noted for its realistic depiction of body horror, featuring grotesque creatures that can be dismembered in visceral detail. Players must navigate through eerie environments, solve puzzles, and combat horrifying enemies, all while uncovering the dark secrets that have led to the town's nightmarish state. The game utilizes Unreal Engine 5 to deliver high-quality graphics and physics, enhancing the immersive horror experience.